Recently, there's a lot of hype about low code and no code platforms. However, there's also equal amount of confusion about the two terms. While some perceive no code as a more advanced alternative to low code, others believe that there's little to no distinction between the two, with no code often touted as a marketing spin on the same old phenomenon. I'm Sushant Bhosale, a tech enthusiast, and I'm going to discuss key differences between the low code and no code platforms, along with what does the future look like for both. So let us first understand what are no code platforms. The promise of no code platforms is that they'll make software development just as easy as using Word or PowerPoint so that the average business user can move projects forward without the extra cost of an engineering team. Unlike no code platforms, low code platforms still require coding skills but promise to accelerate software development by letting developers work with pre-written code components. According to Gartner, 65% of application development will be low code by 2024. In terms of revenue, Forrester says the low code market will top $21 billion in spending by 2022. That's a huge number as well as an opportunity. Now let us understand the differences between the two platforms. One of the major differences is the target audience. Low code platforms are aimed at developers. These platforms require technical knowledge and allow coders to work faster. No code platforms, on the other hand, target business users and do not require technical knowledge. These platforms provide no way of manually editing the code and instead focus on creating the best and easiest user experience possible. The easier the user interface, the better it is suited for business users. The second difference between the two platforms is the objective. The primary objective of low-code platforms is the speed of development for developers, while the primary objective of no-code platforms is the ease of use for business users. The other big difference between the two platforms is the openness. A system that is open allows its users to make changes to how it works. In low-code platforms, this is done by allowing the users to change or add code which affects how the application works. The advantage is that this opens up the system to a lot of custom added code, making it applicable to more use cases. The big downside, however, is that this limits backwards compatibility, which means that with any upgrade of the platform, all customers must spend time testing whether their software still works. If there are any problems, the custom code must be changed before they can upgrade to the new version of the platform. No-code platforms, on the other hand, only have a single version at any given time, which means the customers need not worry about any breaking changes when a no-code platform gets an update, because it is a closed system. Both no-code and low-code platforms can help organizations rapidly deploy new capabilities without the same overhead that typical custom software development projects require. There are many factors that play into the decision on whether to use no-code or low-code platform. They include size of the project, number of users for the application, complexity of the application, timeline for deployment, budget, requirement for any integration with other applications or systems, etc. Low code is the most disruptive force in application development today, having empowered millions of non-technical leaders, users, and businesses. In the years to come, low-code platforms will continue to expand on their integration ecosystem. Some of the popular low-code platforms include OutSystems, Kissflow, Zoho Creator, and Google App Builder. A few no-code platforms, on the other hand, have already begun seeing the value in providing room for increased customizations in UI and reporting, improved functionality, and easier integrations. Many have consequently built low-code like workarounds to help users achieve the same results, despite continuing to position themselves as no-code. Some of the popular no-code platforms include Bubble, VoiceFlow, Parabola, and Webflow. To conclude, both low-code as well as no-code platforms are created with different objectives targeted at different audience segments. However, one can expect both the models to swiftly evolve and adapt to market needs, making the low-code versus no-code battle an interesting one to watch. Hope you enjoyed listening to this podcast. Stay tuned for more such informative content.